So let's start, guys. In the last class, we were discussing something called as SS method, if you remember, for those unnecessary wires. Yes? Shall I give you some questions based on those unnecessary wires? Which examples did I take? I took this circle example. Okay. Now you'll learn one thing very good in this thing, no? ये कहेगा अभी थोड़ी देर में. Now, let's do this question. Acha guys, by the way, I have sent you DPPs. Have you seen those DPPs?
Yes, sir.
So how was it?
So I didn't start solving, but I just went through it.
So I had a question. What should we do? Past papers or DPPs?
What should you do? Past people? No, it's up to you. No, practice तो कहीं से भी करो. And start from the DPPs. That is more relevant. Okay. Now the question is the potential equivalent of creative it will be done later on. So before that, I need to do Abhi, we have not learned Kirchhoff, right? Guys,
No, sir.
we haven't learned Kirchhoff as of now. No? Find it today.
Sir,
Yes.
are we having a test this Saturday?
Are we having a test this Saturday? Which test are you talking about?
The normal exam on.
Yes, I think you will be
Is
having a
physics?
test.
No, is it physics?
Let me check. No, I'll tell you by the end of the class. I'll tell you because I need to open the whole thing, and once I minimize this thing now, then the recording gets abrupted. There is some.
Okay.
So don't worry. By the end of today, I'll tell you what test you have, or I'll let Priyanka ma'am tell you. So do this question, guys. There is. Can you see this resistor, this resistor, this resistor, this resistor? There are 4 resistors like this, and 4 resistors like this. This is point B, and this is point A. You need to find out every resistance. When you see all the resistance, all of them are R. Okay. But now what am I doing? I'm just connecting this point with this point, and I'm connecting this point with this point. Achha, what do you mean by this? Guys, what do you mean by this?
Intersection.
It's not intersection, it's the wire overlapping.
Going over the other
Wire going over the other wire, है ना? It's wire overlapping. So this is the question. Every resistance is R. So initially, if every resistance would, if these two wires would not have been connected, then this circuit would have been easy 4R, 4R, R plus R, 4R, 4R in parallel, right? So answer would be 2R. But when we connected these wires, now it becomes a problem of Shiv's method. So SS, apply SS. Do you remember SS? Anyone? Or shall I remind you again? Hello? Guys, why aren't you speaking? Anything? Do you remember the steps? Locate all the joints, then locate the point across which the net resistance has to be calculated. Name then in E and B. If in case we want to calculate the net resistance across the battery, the terminals of the battery are named as E and B. Right? All the joints, the one which are connected to the connecting wires, the end should be marked with the same letter. I told you the reason as well. And then redraw the circuit again. Once you redraw the circuit, it will become easier for you to understand. Is it clear? Do you remember this method, guys? We discussed it in the last class. ये सब भूल गए हो? Yes, who will do it? First of all, how many joints are there? 1. Since they are connected, so I have already marked these. Apart from that, there's one more, right? Now can you see over here it, guys, can you see this now? How to do this question now? Hello.
Locating the joints
Yes.
first.
So first A. Can A go over here? Can A, this will be A, B, this will be B. Can A go over at this point or this point? No.
No, sir.
So hence A journey will be over, B cannot go over this joint, B cannot go over this joint, B journey will also get over. So let's name this as C, so this will also become
C.
C. And let's name this as D, so this will also become. So how many heroes do you have?
4.
4 heroes, right? So can you draw 4 heroes? So this is your point A, and which is the nearest point? Let's say this is point B. Acha, I think this will become a Wheatstone bridge. I'll tell you, later on how to solve a Wheatstone bridge. I'm just telling you how to apply SS. And once you apply SS, you see over here 4 points. So A, C, and B. Sir, why have you drawn like this? Because can you see exactly C is exactly where the D is also there. So that's why I'm making C and D this and B over here. Now, can anyone tell me how many resistors are there between A and C? How many resistors are there between A and C? A and C. How many resistors? A and C. How many?
1.
One.
One resistor.
Only one resistor. That is R. Right? How many resistors between C and B? Can you see C and B?
Two resistors.
So
2.
2R. So can I write it like this? This? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now this is over, and this is over. What else? A and D. How many?
One.
Only one.
1.
So this is your one resistor. Now D and B. How many? How many between D and B?
2 again.
2.
R and R. So these two are over. What about these two resistors? Can you see this resistor is between C and D? This resistor is also between C and D. So how many resistors and in what connection?
In series.
Parallel. Whenever two or
Parallel.
more resistors are connected in between two things. Parallel. So this circuit becomes this. And sir, is this circuit easy?
Okay.
Is this thing easy? Is this thing easy? Yes, this is very easy. It's on the concept of Wheatstone bridge. So once we'll be done knowing Wheatstone bridge, then we'll see. What happens in the case of Wheatstone bridge. Can you see over here? There are one resistor. This is the bridge. Okay. And then can you see this two resistors? One more. Yes or no? So in the case of a Wheatstone bridge, if it's like, suppose there are 4 resistors, they're connected in this assembly, and there is one more resistor over here. So let's say P, Q, R, S, and this is T. So if there is a condition, if P by Q का ratio R by S के बराबर होता है, if this resistors are in the same ratio, then no current flows through it. This is the concept of Wheatstone bridge. We'll learn it later on. So basically what will happen, no current will flow from here. So you'll just remove it from the circuit, and this will become R and 2R in series, so 3R, and R and 2R in series, this will become 3R, and the answer will become 1.5. That is the answer to the problem. But for now, did you understand how SS has been used to draw this to this? Okay. I told you now, SS will help you everywhere. At least branch manipulation, it will help you. Any complex looking circuit, it will make it into a simpler form. This is simple, by the way. So, here guys, is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. I'll give you one more question for homework.
So,
Yes, tell me.
how did you get 1.5?
How did you get 1.5? Because, if you remove this thing in the middle, so basically you'll get R and 2R here. Yes or no? Between point A and B.
Yes, sir.
So this will become 3R. And similarly, this R and this 2R. So R 2R will be 3R and 3R by 2. 1.5R. Parallel, no? It's a parallel combination and equal resistors are connected. So net resistance becomes R by N times, if you remember. Yes or no? Hello, Via. Can you hear me?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I
sir.
can hear you, but your voice is very, slow.
Sir, can you hear me
So,
now?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay. So these type of questions will further come. So we'll be using SS and all, in different things. अच्छा, let me give you one. चलो जाने दो. आगे बढ़ते हैं from SS. We'll keep on using SS in various questions which I'll be giving you. ठीक. So I gave you this division of potential difference, division of current. चलिए हेडिंग डाले किरचॉफ्स रूल. Kirchhoff's law. So basically this Kirchhoff guy, he has given you two different rules for the current electricity. First rule is very easy. It's called as Kirchhoff's current law. So basically what is this law? This law, write down guys. Are you writing this thing? So this law is about the distribution of current. At a junction or node or joint, whatever you want to name it, in an electric circuit, anywhere. Okay. So according to Kirchhoff's current law, no current can stay at one point on the circuit. Now, in spite of writing no current, you can write no charge. Why no charge? Where is it? Okay, so basically he says this: no charge can stay at any one point in the circuit. It must keep flowing. If it must keep flowing, then the total incoming charge or current at any one point or node on the circuit should be equal to. Guys, are you writing along with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Total out in charge. Is this clear? The total incoming current should be equal to the total outgoing current. Although we'll never use this, we'll use something else. Suppose there are 3 or 4 wires which are connected like this, and let's say a current I1 is coming in this direction, and let's say I2, I3, and I4 are going in this direction. So can you see what is the current which is coming at this point, coming towards this point? What is the current which is coming towards the point? So can you see I1 is basically the incoming current, right? Yes or no? And similarly,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I2, comma, I3, comma, I4 are basically your outgoing current. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
according to
Yes, sir.
Kirchhoff's rule, it should be like I1 equals to I2 plus I3 plus I4. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Hello, Vishwa? Any doubt? Guys, are you able to hear me? Is my voice breaking?
No, sir.
It's audible, sir.
Huh. So is this clear? So this is your school point of view. This is how you will use Kirchhoff's circuit law on school basis, school point of view. But we'll never use this as school point, the competition point of view. Note, for competitive purposes, our approach, see, how is the approach? For competitive purpose, how do we use Kirchhoff's current law? Can you see from this I1, I2, I3, I4 is basically how much? What is outgoing current, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
In this diagram, control C, control V. So in this example, let me say over here, I1 was incoming current. Yes or no? If I1 is incoming current, and if I say minus I1, what do you mean by minus I1? Minus I1, will it be like, I just change the direction of current over here? So if I say minus I1, that implies the minus I1 will be your outgoing current, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Similarly, I2, I3, I4 were outgoing current. So can I say minus I2, minus I3, and minus I4 will be incoming currents? Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
Can I say like this? Can anyone tell me what is the total incoming current? Total incoming current or total outgoing current? What is the total incoming current or total outgoing current? Can I say, if I give you them sign, can I say total incoming current will be plus I1? Can you see? I1 was incoming current, right?
Yes, sir.
And what
Yes,
about
sir.
minus I2, minus I3, and minus I4? Are they also incoming current?
Yes, sir.
है ना? Sir, I didn't understand. Isn't it? 8 seconds. Isn't incoming supposed to be positive? No, convention is up to us. The convention is up to us what we want to take, positive or negative. So it doesn't matter. Okay? So can you see all this is basically the total incoming current? Can you see I1 is the incoming current from here, and minus I2, minus I3, minus I4 were also incoming current. So the total incoming current is equals to 0. So can you see the total incoming current, this equals to 0? When I solve this equation, will I get this? Can you see I2, I3, I4? Can we move to the right hand side and will I get this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Similarly, I can do this thing as well. The total outgoing current. So outgoing current was I2, I3, I4. So if I assume this as positive, outgoing current as positive, so plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 will be equals to plus, and yes, is minus I1 also outgoing current? So plus
Yes, sir.
minus I1 equals to 0. Can you see? Again, the same equation will be found. Is this clear?
Yes,
Is this
sir.
clear, guys? So according for competitive purposes, how will we use KCL? KCL states that the total.
So what is the difference? Like it's the same thing,
It's
yeah.
the same
Why
thing.
is it difference for what is it like the difference?
Because when you will start with nodal analysis and all, you will not be able to know the direction of current, because everything will be a variable, so you don't exactly know the direction of things, right? So that direction unknowingly will create an error if you don't know the direction correctly.
No, like if we don't know the direction in Kirchhoff's law also we won't be knowing the direction, right? It will only come in the it will come in negative, yeah. So
No,
doesn't make any difference,
I'm
does it?
not talking about Kirchhoff's voltage law. There is something additional to Kirchhoff's voltage law as well. I'm talking about two different things. I told you, I know many methods to solve a single problem. And don't worry, I'll be, whenever I'll discuss any problem, I'll tell you exactly how many different methods it can be solved. So don't worry.
Okay, sir.
So we are just, going through the circuit analysis part, see how exactly we can analyze the circuit. It's not necessarily only KVL is required. KVL will sometimes, make itni sari equations that you will be, finding it difficult to solve all those equations. But there are other methods which can be used to solve those circuits easily. We are learning that only. Right? So different techniques we are learning. I will use this. Don't worry. We'll use this, and I'll tell you why exactly this is important, and why KVL can be rejected over there. So cases state that the total outgoing or the total incoming current. Did you understand now the total incoming or outgoing? At any point will be equals to the total outgoing or the total incoming current at any point or node will be equal to 0. Is this clear? Shall I write the whole thing? Will be equal to 0. Will be equal to. Let's start solving this thing. Although when I'm solving this thing, I'm using a little bit of Kirchhoff's current law. Sorry, I can use KVL as well, but I don't want to use KVL. I'm solving it using nodal analysis, and you'll see exactly how does it, Okay, guys, can you see a circuit like this? Hello, guys, can you see a circuit like this? Is it a simple circuit or is it a complex circuit?
No, complex circuit.
It's a complex circuit. So obviously, first thing which you'll see is basically what Kirchhoff's voltage law, right? Everyone will see Kirchhoff's voltage law, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm not using Kirchhoff's voltage law. I'm using something called as nodal analysis. We'll do practice problems on everything so that you'll be able to learn exactly how to do, everything. Nodal analysis, what do we do? See, if suppose there are 2 points, and there is a resistor over here. Suppose this is point A, this is point B. The potential of this point is VA, and the potential of this point is VB. If VA is greater than VB, then can I say a current will pass through this thing? Right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Will a current flow through this?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So basically, if a current, what will be the current? The current will be equal to VA minus VB upon R. Yes or no? Are hi na?
Yes, sir.
Hai na?
Yes, sir.
Basically, this is how we know how to find out the current through any resistor, right? Any branch, any resistor, any branch. Is this clear? Now, how do we start with nodal analysis? Let's say the potential. I'm not talking about the potential difference. I'm talking about the potential of point D is 0. Why are we taking 0? So that it will be easier for calculation purposes. It's not necessary that it's necessary to take 0 only. You can take it as 10. Okay? Doesn't matter. Now see this point, guys. If you have taken the potential of this point as 0, can you see between point D and A directly there is a battery over here? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is the potential difference created by the battery?
5 volt.
5 volt. So basically, if this is 5 volt, then can I say the potential of point A will be 5 volt? So can you see the difference 5 minus 0? Can you see 5 minus 0 basically 5 over here? Sir, what if I would have used 10 over here? So if you would have used 10 over here, then the point A would have become how much?
5.
15. Can you see? The
Okay.
positive end should be at higher potential, right?
Yeah, okay.
With the help of the battery, you are creating this thing.
Mm.
Everyone clear? What I did? Everyone clear about this?
So, but why will we take 10?
It's up to you, no? You are starting with any one particular point. Can you see there are 4 different joints were there? A, B, C, D. So basically, I'm giving the potential to these joints. है ना? So this is 0. So I'm assumed that this is 0. So this will become 5. If this becomes 5, acha, tell me, will the same logic be applied to this as well? 0 to C. Can you see? The negative is over here, the positive is over here. So again, 5 volt increase. This will become 5. I would have looked. No, this is 15 right? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So basically 5, 0, 5. You understood how did we name the potential of this particular point?
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, I didn't understand like how you got 15.
If I would have taken it as 10, then the potential of point A would have been 15 because this battery will increase the potential over here. No, can you see the potential difference across the terminals of the battery was given 5 volt. This point and this point has been connected directly. So whatever is the potential difference across this will be the potential difference across this and this, right?
Yes.
So I did the same thing. The potential, if I assume that the potential of this thing was 0, so automatically this will become 5. If I would have assumed that the potential of this point D was 10 volt, then this point A would have become 50. Okay?
Okay.
So it's like that.
Yes.
Same thing goes for D to C over here. 0 to 5. So it becomes 10 to 15 also. Right? So these two are different examples I'm taking. It's not necessary that 0 should be taken. You can take anything else. Now, what about point B? Do you know exactly for point B? Do you know for point B? Hello? Guys?
No.
Do you know for point B? So let's assume it as X. Okay? The question is to find current through the 5 ohm resistors, or you could have said 5 ohm की जरूरत नहीं, the 10 ohm resistor, the second is the 12 ohm resistor. Okay, this is the question given to you and you are solving it using nodal analysis. So now see guys, how many variables do you have? How many variables do you have? Only one, right?
One.
And by Kirchhoff's current law, I told you know how will we use it? The total outgoing current should be. Do you know the direction of current in any branch? Hello? Do you know the direction of current in any branch?
No.
Should we take it like from positive to negative?
No positive, no negative, nothing. I told you know this particular thing. In this, how do we apply KCL? I told you know whenever you apply total outgoing current equals to 0 as 1 per. You don't need to guess the direction of current. Shirishma was just asking, no sir, why are we taking this? It's one and the same thing, right? So if you don't know the direction of the current, then you can apply this thing directly. Now, for example, here If I say what is the total outgoing current, so can you see one current will go in this direction from B to D. So one current will go in this direction, one current will go in this direction, and one current will go in this direction. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that three branches? So three currents can go from here, 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 right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So basically, what will be the current over here? Can you see? If current has to go from B to A, then B, the potential of B should be bigger. So X minus 5, will
Yes.
that be the
Sir, it
potential
should be
difference?
from B to A, B to D.
Yes, hello?
Sir, is it necessary that it should be from B, starting from B?
Yes, you are taking total outgoing current, no? If you are not taking outgoing current, take total incoming current. Then 5 minus X, 0 minus X, 5 minus X, ऐसा करके. Okay? I'll write both the things, don't worry. So X minus 5, can you see the big potential minus the small potential divided by R? So X minus 5 divided by 5 plus X minus 0 divided by 10 plus X minus 5 divided by 5. This is equal to 0. If you would have done total incoming current 0, if you would have done total incoming current equals to 0, then what will be the direction of current? The current would have become like this, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So basically now 5 minus X, 0 minus X, and 5 minus X again. So here it would have just become 5 minus X divided by 5 plus 0 minus X divided by 10 plus 5 minus X divided by 5, right, equals to 0. Can you see this and this is the same equation only? But generally I don't prefer this. I don't prefer this. Why? Because seeing the outgoing current is easier as compared to seeing the incoming current. Okay? Because current can come from various directions, but from point B, if it has to go outside, so can you see the directions are easy to determine. So I generally prefer this. Total outgoing current is 0. When you solve this equation, can anyone tell me after solving what will be the equation, what will be the value of it? Yes, please. Anyone? 2x minus 10 plus x.
So X is 4.
So basically from here x, the value of x is 2. So can you see this x will be equal to 2. So even we don't want to know which is the direction of current. Once you get the value of x, can you see it is very easy to determine whether the current is coming or whether the current is going. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Can you see now? Now?
So can you scroll down?
Yes. Please kindly note it down. Are you done with the question, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see
So
one
I
line.
have a doubt.
Yes, tell me.
In the second one where we wrote x minus 0 divided by 10, the current is flowing from x to 0. So isn't 0 at a higher potential?
No, beta, current flows from higher to lower, no?
Yeah.
So initially, did you know the value of x?
Okay, I know.
The x was a variable, and since that is the plus point of assuming a variable, you don't know the total outgoing current everywhere, is it? Later on, when you solve the equation, you get to know that the current is coming from here and the current is coming from here, and then it is going over here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So whenever you're done, guys, so this is one of the method. This is called a nodal analysis. No worries if you couldn't understand it. We'll do some more examples also, which will make things clearer. Abhida, I just gave you example of Kirchhoff's current law. I was clearing Shrishma's doubt because she said, "No, sir, what is the need of taking this? The need is to make this equation with the variables. If there will be variables here, then you won't be able to guess the direction of current, right? So with this thing, you don't need to guess the variables. You don't need to guess the direction Without guessing the direction, we are doing it directly. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Shrishma Sama.
Achha, okay.
So I wasn't the one.
Sir, it was Pavitra, not Srisha.
Acha, okay. Pavitra, yes, tell me.
Yeah, clear, sir. Understood.
Clear, Pakka?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Chalo, nice. So, Abhi, we'll do some more problems on nodal analysis. Don't worry. Abhi, we just started. I was just teaching you Kirchhoff's current law. So now you understand
Sir?
Kirchhoff's current law. Yes.
So in the question, we have to find like the current through 10 ohm and 12 ohm, yeah. So
So
we'll just
bas, ab dekho.
apply.
Once you know the value of the x ke value. So now what is the current through this 5 ohm? Can you see 5 minus 4 divided by 5? So what will be 5 minus 4 divided by 5?
1 by
1 by 5.
5.
So what is the current through this 5 ohm resistor? It is 0.2 ampere. Through this 5 ohm, it is
Yeah.
0.2 ampere. Through this 10 ohm, it is 4 minus 0. What is 4 minus 0?
It's 0.4.
हाँ तो 0.4 आ जाएगा यहाँ पे आंसर 4 divided
Yeah.
by 10, right? So can you see the current? You can find the current easily. So what will be the what will be the current through this 12 ohm?
0.
Why?
0, yeah.
Because potential
Potentials are
difference
equal.
is
Potential is
same.
Potential
same.
difference.
So always remember, see,
Okay.
they are connected between the 2 points having the same potential. So there is no need to keep it in the circuit. You can just remove it and throw it.
Okay.
Okay. So the current
Yes.
through this 12 ohm is 0. So now once you know the value of the potential of every joint, any type of current you will be able to answer. Any type of question you will be able to answer. Okay.
Okay.
Is this clear,
So
everyone?
is there any other approach for such question, or
Yes.
it's like
Yes. See, now I'm telling you how many different approaches are there. I can solve this question using nodal. I can solve this question using SS. I can solve this question using KVL. I can solve this question using symmetry.
Okay.
So can you see there are multiple approaches for the same question? But since I'm teaching
Okay.
one by one things, so that's why अभी एक time पे एक समझे?
Okay, sir.
Okay. चलो, let's start with KVL now, है ना? KCL is done. KCL clear. We'll come back to nodal. Don't worry. We'll come back to nodal analysis. Don't be discouraged or disheartened. Okay, ये भी आएगा. ठीक? Hello. Shall I give you one more question on KCL?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Easy
Yes,
question.
sir.
Although I know you can easily do it using the help of your normal series parallel connection. But I don't want you to do it using series parallel connection. Let me see how much you've got the concept. You don't need to do it using series parallel combination. You need to solve it using nodal analysis. Let me see how much you got. Do you remember this question, guys? It's easy, right? You could have used easily your just this 3 ohm 6 ohm are in parallel. So what is the net resistance? What is the net resistance? Yes, anyone please tell me what is the net resistance of this circuit?
6 ohm.
6 ohm is the net resistance of this circuit, right? And let us make this battery as 18. So how will we apply nodal analysis? How many joints are there? Can you see? Let's name this as a joint. Although we know this is not a joint, but let's say this is a joint. Then this is a joint, right? And then this is a joint. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
how many joints are there?
3.
3.
Sir, why have you named this as a joint? Because this was connected directly between the batteries. Can you see the battery is connected between these two joints? This resistor is connected between 4 ohm, 3 ohm. This is 3 ohm. Can you see? So you need to basically draw these points in such a way that these points should be around every element of the circuit. Now, if I name this thing as sir, why? You tell me. You tell me which which this you want as 0. You just have two options, this and this. Okay, you have only two options. Don't mark this as 0 because you don't know it.
Mm.
Yes, tell me. Which should be marked as 0, this or this?
We can mark either one, yeah?
Yeah,
Or
we can do either one. तो बता किसमें
okay.
करना है? Which shall I mark as 0?
We-
One to the left and one to the right.
That
Let's mark this as 0. बताओ. If guys, if I would have marked this as a 0 volt, if I would have marked this as 0 volt, then can you see this 18 volt, so automatically this point would have become 18, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The potential of this point would have become 18 volt. If I would have marked this as 0, then this would have become 18. If I don't want to mark this as 0 volt, I mark this as 0 volt. If I mark this as 0 volt, so this would become minus 18 volt. Sir, why minus 18 volt? Because can you see this end?
Negative terminal.
This end is connected to the positive terminal, so obviously its potential should be 18 volts bigger as compared to this. So that is why this became 18. So can you see 0 is 18 volts
Okay.
higher than minus 18. So I don't want to involve any calculations using negative. That is why always with the negative terminal I connected, always the negative terminal of the battery I connected with the 0 volt. Right? And name this potential of this as 0 volt. So this automatically becomes how much? 18 volt. I want to know what is this. So let's say this is X. Can you see we need to distribute the direction of current or anything? Guys? Now how many variables do you need to find? Only one variable, right?
Yes, sir.
So the total outgoing current is 0. Can you see one current can go like this, one current can go like this, and one current can go like this. Although we know that current will come from here and then go over there, but still X is a variable, right? Then know the value of X. Guys, do you know the value of X?
no, sir.
So leave
No,
the
sir.
values of X, leave the direction to be coming, on the value of X. So let's make first is X minus 18 divided by what is the resistance?
Sir,
Four.
Yes, tell me.
sir, is it always necessary to take 0 volt first?
Reference. Reference, are you talking about the reference thing, no? Reference is always necessary. From that reference, we keep on moving forward.
Okay, sir, instead of 0 volt, can't we take any other volt?
You can take, no problem. Acha, tell me what do you want to take? I'll take that over here.
Sir, 5.
Let's take 5. If this will be 5, then what should be the other one? This should be how much? 23, right?
23.
So X minus.
So the answer will change
No,
or will it
no,
remain the
it
same?
won't change. If you want, you can check.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Although the value of X will change, but can you see the difference? The difference 23 minus X in this case and 18 minus X in that case will be the same. The current through this will be same. So X minus 23 by 4 plus X minus 5 by 3 plus X minus 6 by X minus 5, no? X minus 5 by 6. So the potential X minus 5, X minus 23 and X minus 5 again by 3 by 6 by. So this should be equal to 0. Can you solve this for me and find the value of X? So 436, what is 436? 436, what is 436? I'll say 24. Right?
Yes, sir.
So 24, so it will be 6 times of X minus 23 plus 8 times of X minus 5 plus 4 times of X minus 5 should be equal to. Can you see from here? 6, 8, 6 minus, what is 23, 6? 130. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this will be 6x minus 138. Thus, this will become 12, right? So 12x minus 12 5 by 60. And from here, 6x plus 12x is 18x. It will be equals to minus 138 minus 60, how much? 198. So x is basically 11, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So x is 11 ohm. So basically from here, x की value पता चल गई, x की value is 11 ohm. Now what is the current through 4 ohm? 23 minus 11 divided by 4 is the current through 4 ohm. The current through 3 ohm is basically 11 minus 0, sorry, no, 11 minus 5, right? 11 minus 5 divided by 3. And the current through 6 ohm is 11 minus 5 divided by 6. So this will be 23 minus 11 is 12. 12
3 ampere.
3 ampere. 11 minus 5, 6 by 3, how much? 2 ampere.
2 ampere.
Check whether my answer is correct or not. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the net resistance was 2 ohm? Or sorry, net resistance was 6 ohm. So the current through the battery is 3 ampere. So the 3 ampere current will come over here. It will pass through this 4 ohm resistor and then it will go and divide into 3 ohm, 6 ohm. So can you see all thing? I can do a question using, it's like any other approach as well. But the point is, we try to, what we need to learn is basically to choose the smallest and, the appropriate approach for every question. Is this clear? Is this question clear, guys?
So in the previous question,
Hmm.
how did we find the current through the 12 ohm resistor?
We did
Like,
not. We did not. Can you see 5 minus 5 divided by 12?
okay, so it'll naturally be 0.
Yes. 5 minus 5 divided by 12 is 0. So hence current is 12.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sure. Shall we start? Has nodal become a little bit more clearer now?
Yes, sir.
So don't worry. We'll keep on doing some more questions. First of all, we need to learn Kirchhoff's voltage law. Once I'll be done with Kirchhoff's voltage law, then I'll teach you Wheatstone. There are, symmetry, star delta, lots of things are there. So Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's current law. So the second point. Kirchhoff's voltage law, or basically also called as Kirchhoff's loop law. Okay, it's Kirchhoff's voltage law, loop law. It's up to you. Basically, what is acha? By the way, one more thing which I forgot. This Kirchhoff's current law is in accordance with. You can write down. This is in accordance with conservation of charge. Okay, so you can write this thing. Kirchhoff's current law is in accordance with the conservation of charge. Is this clear? Can you see over here? It just says that the charge incoming charge should be equal to outgoing charge, right? So the total charge of the universe is constant. Conservation. Similarly, KVL. This law is in accordance with law of conservation of energy. It states that loose of an electric circuit. The sum of the potential differences across all the elements Acha, which elements? So, sir will write later. No? What are the elements? Across all the elements of okay. So this is basically the statement of Kirchhoff's law. Basically, Kirchhoff's. Okay. So basically, for any loop, summation of delta V. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? We'll try to apply it exactly.
Yes, sir.
And we'll try to apply it. So by the way, whenever I talk about elements, what do you mean by elements? Elements में क्या क्या आएगा? Batteries will bring the batteries or cells, है ना? Then the resistors, the capacitors. We'll learn someday later. There is something called as inductor, etc. Rheostat and all. Right? Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, in this thing, we use something called as we use some sign conventions. So give a heading sign conventions. Just give me 2 minutes, guys, if you take water. Guys, just give me 2 minutes. I'll be done here. Hello. Hello. Now see the sign convention, guys. We'll talk about everything, In Kirchhoff's voltage law, what do we need to do? और ऐसे ना करते हुए I'll do this. How to apply it. So take any one battery. Please remember, कोई सी भी. That doesn't depend कि which battery are you taking. But generally we take the biggest one. The one which is having the biggest 10 volt or something. The big potential. Okay. Now second step is basically to distribute the current throughout the whole circuit. Throughout the whole circuit. Guys, just give it to me. Hello. to distribute the current throughout the circuit till the same current reaches the battery. Take out a current I from the battery's positive terminal है ना, always remember positive terminal से निकालना. Although that doesn't mean that the current cannot go through the battery, go into the battery, it can go. So reaches until the same current reaches its negative terminal. Is this clear? Distributing current is easy, right? Everyone, we already distributed a lot of current in the normal question. Third is choose any loop and the direction of movement through the loop. Guys, are you writing along with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the third step. Choose any loop and the direction of movement through the loop. The fourth step is make the equation using KVL by using the following sign convention. Now we'll discuss the sign convention. Are you getting my point? So that's why I rubbed that particular thing. Only sign convention is not necessary. You should be knowing each and every step by using the following sign convention. Don't need to learn all these steps, by the way, guys. It's just for your reference so that you know what will happen. Just these steps will help you solve any question based on Kirchhoff or anything, right? So sign conventions. What are those sign conventions? First, whenever you have a battery, I told you, you choose a direction of movement. So let us say I choose the direction of movement in this direction. This is the direction of movement to the loop. So when you move from left to right, are you entering from battery's positive terminal or negative terminal? Guys? Hello?
Positive terminal.
So when we move from left to right, we are entering from battery's positive terminal. So when positive terminal. So now tell me this particular thing, guys. Positive terminal is at high potential, right? And negative is at low.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So basically, if you are moving in this particular direction, you are moving from high to low or low to high.
High to low.
So we are moving from high to low, right? So this is my initial and this is my final, right? Yes or no? High to low.
Yes,
When we
sir.
are moving from high to low, this is my initial, this is my final, right? So tell me the change, delta V, the change in potential, will it be like low minus high? Yes or no? Yes or no? Final minus initial, right? Every time whenever you talk about a change, it's final minus initial, so basically low minus high, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So if it is low minus high, then this thing
Yes,
will be
sir.
what? Will it be positive or will it be negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. So can you see in this particular thing, whenever we write like this, I'll write it over here for your reference. From next, I won't be doing this. So here delta V will be negative. When delta V will be negative, then how much negative? It is equals to the EMF of the battery, which is minus. So whenever you enter from the positive terminal of the battery, you always write a negative E. Is this clear? Is this
Yes,
clear,
sir.
guys?
Yes,
So
sir.
always we write with a minus E. Now you know the reason also why we are using the negative sign, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ovia, if you have any doubt, just tell me. And Guru, I look bolo, speak. And it's not like you should just keep your mic on mute and not speak at all. Please, speak. I want the answers from everyone. It's not necessary that only 2-3 people have to answer. No, otherwise, no need to keep your phone on mute or the laptop on mute. I want the answers from everyone. It's like मेरा गला दुख गया चिल्लाते चिल्लाते पता है. So, anyways, now next case when you enter from the negative terminal of the bank. Don't say कि sir positive में it is when we entered from the positive terminal it is negative, so when we enter from the negative terminal it will be positive. ऐसा नहीं बोलना. I don't want that explanation. I want a complete explanation like this low high thing. Yes, guys. Who will explain it? There, explain please. Hello. Yes,
Yes, sir.
explain please. Will it be positive or will it be negative again?
Positive.
It will be positive. Why?
Because final minus initial.
So
So
basically,
that's at low, and we're entering from the low potential side.
here
So
delta
when
V
low
will be
delta
high
V,
minus low,
it
right?
will be high minus low. Yes, sir. So it will be
Hence
positive.
This will be positive. And how much positive?
Positive EMF.
The EMF equal to the EMF of the magnet. Always remember, when we go
Yes, sir.
from the positive terminal, it is negative, and we go from the negative terminal, it's positive. Ulta होता है. The opposite. Okay. Is this clear, guys? Any doubt in this change? This is delta V. Everyone, this is delta V. It's not delta U or something. Note the direction of current to the return. The direction of current doesn't play any role. For conventions in a pattern. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now C part. Let's talk about a resistor, or let's talk about capacitor again. You remember I told you capacitor. I'll tell you later on. The questions on Kirchhoff for capacitors will do later. So let's say there is a capacitor of capacitance C, and the charge at any time on it is Q. Can you say plus Q plate, minus Q plate? Now, when you are entering from here to there, what was the direction of movement? The direction of movement was again left to right, right? You were moving from left to right. So, which plate did you encounter first?
Positive.
Positive. Again, are you going from high to low or low to high?
High to low.
So, here delta will be positive or negative?
Negative.
Very good. Now you can relate. Everyone can relate with the sign conventions, right? Everyone can relate with the sign conventions. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
here delta V will be equals to how much? Minus of. And how do you calculate the potential difference across the plates of a capacitor? You remember Q equals to CV, V equals to. If you remember correctly, then you. This is the potential. Is it clear? So again, when we enter from the positive plates, delta V is negative. The same rule as the battery. Nothing is changed. Same thing as the battery. Here delta V will be when you enter from the positive terminal. Oh, sorry. When you enter from the positive terminal, delta V is negative. When you enter from the negative terminal, a negative plate of the battery, delta V is positive. Is this clear? Does anyone need any explanation on this again, guys? कभी आपको लगे तो आप बोल सकते हो. No need to be shy. Shall I explain this thing, high-low thing again? Everyone, is everyone clear about the high-low thing? Final minus initial, high and low, right? Satvik, your voice is again breaking, like disconnect and connect again. So is this clear, guys? Any doubt? Guys, everyone done writing this thing?
Yes, sir.
Shall I move to the resistance part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now when we talk about a resistance, tell me, does a resistor have a polarity positive or negative? Does a resistor have polarity positive or negative?
No, sir.
So basically, what will be creating the potential difference? You know, when a current flows, then only the potential difference will be able to seen, right? Able to be seen, right? So let's say this is the direction of current, and this is the direction of our movement. Okay, so that implies we are going in the direction of current. So whenever we are going in the direction of current, then what will happen? Yes, tell me. Tell me, guys, will this end be at high potential or will this end be at high potential?
The left end will be at higher potential.
The left one will be the higher
Very good.
potential.
Basically, can you see again? You are doing that high-low thingy. So high and low, and now you are moving from high to low or low to high.
High to low.
So what will be delta V? Positive, negative?
Negative.
So delta V will be negative, and how much negative? Minus I R. Is it clear? As you know, V equals to IR. So whatever the change is, basically it's minus of IR. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
You remember
Yes, sir.
this used to be potential difference, delta V only, but we never wrote delta V over there, right? Now F, when we are moving in the direction opposite, so suppose if the current is coming like this, and we are going in this direction. Now, are we going in the direction? Or are we going in the opposite direction?
Opposite.
Now,
Opposite.
when we go in the opposite direction, so tell me, is this be high or low? We are going from low to high, right? If we are going from low to high, potential is increasing, hence delta V will be positive, hence delta V equals to plus or minus. Is this clear?
So
See. And so we are going in the direction opposite to current. Then delta V increases. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So these are the sign conventions which we have used. Please remember the number of variables which you will be drawing in the second step. What was the second step? What was the second step? Distributing the current, if you remember. Right? By gate
Yes, sir.
please. Can give me two. Yeah, come on, come on. It's like my roommate makes a lot of noise. You know, like they are also working from home, and it's like they are developers. So what do they do? You know, it's like whenever any work, it comes to them, they'll finish it within 2 days, and they'll take a deadline of like a week. So they'll finish the work in 2 days, and the rest 4 days they'll just chill. And that those 2 days they'll not sleep, they'll not do anything. They'll just sit in front of the computer and like coding, 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 just like this. The remaining 4 days, I know how I tolerate it. So, anyways, so when you did the second step, distribute the current, you will be introducing new variables. So those new variables will decide how many different loops have to be given and how many equations have to be made. Let's start with a very simple example. Question. I'm using a very simple example. let's say battery is like this. Plus, minus, minus, plus, this is R1, this is R2. Yes, this EMF of this battery is E1 and the EMF of this battery is E2. Can anyone apply Kirchhoff's law in this equation? Which battery shall I choose, E1 or E2? Guys, tell me, which battery shall I choose? Hello?
E1.
E1. So let's take out a current I from E1. So can you see this I current will pass through this R1? Yes? Yes or no? Then this
Yes,
current will pass through this branch, and then this I will pass through I. Please remember, when you choose the current from one branch, there is no need to even see what is the current through the other battery. No need. Choose any one. I told you, choose any one battery and just forget about other batteries. Okay? So the same current I, can you see the same current I is reaching to the battery again? Everyone, is this clear? So is our current distribution correct? Can anyone apply?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone apply the equation? Let's start walking from here. Let's go
So
from.
why did we have to choose a battery? I don't understand. For the direction of current?
Yes, sir. Just so that you'll get a direction of current. How many variables did you have? Only one current I, right? E1, E2, R1, R2 were given in the question. Only one
Yes.
variable was there, so that's why you chose this loop, and hence now you'll just make the Kirchhoff's equation and then solve. So can you see
So
from
the
here?
direction of current will only be with
Huh? Hello?
respect to E1. The direction of current will be with respect to E1.
Huh. The
So
direction
can you
of
hear me?
current. Yes, I can hear you, but your voice is breaking a little. And it's like you are saying that the direction of current will be with respect to E1. Aisa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you take any one battery, it does not matter, because they will never ask you what is the current through. Tell me, is the same current flowing through this battery as well? Can you see the same current is flowing through this battery? So what is the current through E2? The same thing, right?
Okay. So if there were resistors in parallel, it will be a different case.
Yes, then the current will distribute. We will do the question now. Don't worry. We have just taken one single example, single loop question, so that at least we'll be able to apply the Kirchhoff. Once we'll apply, we'll see the big examples. I'll solve using nodal as well as Kirchhoff's voltage law. Is this clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let's
So
start.
in this, we consider that the second battery for E2, it doesn't produce any current.
You can say that, but when you're distributing current, then only. Otherwise, what is happening? E1 and E2, they will produce, they are in series combination, right? And they are supporting each other. So basically, this I is because of E1 and E2 both. Every battery contributes something to the current. But it's like for calculation purposes, suppose if I'll say, sir, let's say individually E1 produces a current I1 and individually E2 produces a current I2, right? So basically, can you see the direction of I1 and I2 both are same? So what is
Yes, sir.
net current I is basically the sum of the individual effects of both. So basically, you will do superposition over here. But generally, we don't use superposition because this can be done with normal concept only.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So you can just say the battery, the current in this loop is how much? What is the current in the loop? The current in the loop is I and hence solve according. Now, anyone? Say A to B. Now, when you are going from, I'm going like A, B, C, D, A. So, I'm going like A, B, C, D, A. So, can anyone tell me what will be the equation? Say, can you see in the A, B part, there is a resistor. Are you going in the direction of current, in the opposite direction of current?
The direction of current.
So, in the direction of current, then what will happen? Minus of IR1.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
अब उसके
Yes,
बाद
sir.
में E2. Now B to C. There is a E2, right? Are you entering from positive terminal or negative terminal?
From negative terminal.
Negative.
Negative
sir.
So
terminal.
plus or minus?
Plus.
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 So plus E2. Then when you going from C to D, Are you going in the direction of current or in the direction opposite to current? In the direction of current. When you
In the
go
direction.
in the direction of current, plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus IRT. Now when you are going from D to A, plus or minus?
Plus E1.
This should be equals to. Did you think this thing now? You started from A, you reached at A, so the loop is complete, and the loop is complete, just equal to 0. Khatam. That's the equation which I was talking about. This is the Kirchhoff's equation for this loop. When you solve it further, you'll get I is equals to E1 plus E2 upon R1 plus R2. So can you see over here? This current I is because of the sum of both the batteries. Are you understanding it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So automatically that thing which you are saying is that E2 is not producing anything. No, we have already included the effect of E2. So don't worry. Okay. Any doubt? Shall we do one more question? What's the time? Do we have time? Yes, we have 7 minutes. So let's do one more question. We'll do some more questions in the next class. Enough? We'll do Kirchhoff as well as Nodal. My diagrams may not be that good, but tension mat lo. I try my best so that I'll draw the diagram understandable at least. 2 ohm, 10 volt, plus minus, this is minus plus, this is 20 volt, this is 3 ohm, 3 ohm, this is 5 ohm, this is 5 volt. Let me draw this a little bit नीचे की तरफ. Oh, what is it? So any doubt in the question? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Let's name the loop. A. Enough. So guys, tell me first of all, which battery shall I take? According to you, tell me which battery shall I take? If there is a 20 volt, 10 volt, 5 volt, किसकी चलनी चाहिए?
20.
20 will dominate obviously, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Let's take out a current. How much? I from the battery. Can you see this I current will flow through the 3 ohm resistor? I current will come over here. Now what will happen to I current? I current, let me draw the current with some other color, otherwise you will get confused. Control that. Can you see a current I? Everyone? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
See a current I coming over here. Now this current I will do what? It will divide, right? At point F. Yes or no? So let's say a current how much goes here? Let's say a current I1 goes here. And how much current will be left over here? Try to keep your variables to the minimum. So if I1 current is going over here, then the current over here should be I minus
I1.
I1. So this I minus I1 current will pass through 5 ohm resistor, 5 volt battery, 3 ohm resistor, and then it will come over here. So what is the current which is coming over here? I minus I. This I1 current will pass through 10 volt battery, 4 ohm resistor, and come over here. So can you see I1 will come over here, I minus I1 will come over here. This both will combine.
I.
Become I again. The I will come pass through this 2 ohm resistor, and this I current will reach battery. How do you know your current distribution is correct? When whatever current is leaving the battery should return back to ground. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? Current distribution.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many variables? How many
Two.
variables? Two variables. So if there are two variables, how many minimum equations?
2.
So in which loop shall we choose? And one more advice. It's just advice. लेना हो तो लो, वरना नहीं लेना तो मत. So it's like try to choose the loop as small as possible, because you are the only one who will need to solve the equation. Okay. You can make multiple loops. How many loops can you make from here? I can make 3 loops as well, no? Can you see? I can take the outer loop as well.
Yeah.
So I try my best to choose the loops in such a way that the loops should be smallest as possible, because you need to solve that equation, no? So what will happen? So anyways, let's choose the loops. A, B, C, F, A. Yes, can anyone tell me? Let's start. You are going in this direction, huh? A, B, C, F, A. So first, battery. You are entering from positive or negative? Are you entering from positive or negative?
Negative.
From negative.
Plus 20, minus 20.
Plus 20.
You are entering from positive terminal of the battery. When you are entering from positive terminal, so minus 20. Don't you know opposite hota hai? Yes?
So we're going from A to B.
Yes, we are going from A to B to C to
Yeah.
F
Okay.
to A. A, B, C, F, A. Can you see?
Okay.
So first we are going from A to B. So can you see we are entering from positive terminal to minus 20.
Hmm.
Then are we going in the direction of current, in the opposite direction of current?
Opposite direction.
In the no, opposite. Right?
Opposite. The opposite में plus या minus?
Plus.
So plus 2i. Say C to F. Now when you move from C to F, can you see there is one resistor and one battery, na? So now C to F, it will be, can you see? Again we are going opposite direction. So plus 4 times of what is the current through this?
I1.
I1, so 4 times of I1. Then are you entering from positive or negative?
Positive.
So plus or minus?
Positive.
Minus.
Minus.
Very good.
Minus.
So everyone is not answering, which I am not liking. Next class say everyone will keep their speakers on. Anyway, so minus 10. फिर उसके बाद again plus positive and negative.
Plus 3i.
Plus 3i.
First equation. Second equation, let's take the loop F, C, D. So you need to work in this order. Let's say it's up to you which order you work on. If you want, sir, I don't want to work like this. I want to work the opposite way. No problem. Do it your way. Okay? Answer will not be. So F, C, D, E, F. So now when you are entering from the negative terminal of the battery, hence plus 10, then you are going in the direction of current, so minus 4i1. Then you are going in the opposite direction of current, so plus 3 times of I minus I1. Sir, why did you write I minus I1? Can you see? The current in this branch was I minus I1, and hence we are going opposite. So that's why. Then we are moving to the positive terminal of the battery, so minus 5 minus plus 5 times. And this should be equals to, this will be your second equation, two variables. Solve. In the next class, we'll do the nodal analysis based on this, and we'll see the answers. Okay? Clear this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's it for today's class. We'll see. In today's class, we learned two things. We learned a little bit of nodal analysis and little bit of Kirchhoff complete. Not little bit of Kirchhoff complete. So next class we'll do some more questions based on nodal analysis and all. And let's see how much then we'll discuss Wheatstone bridge, and then maza aana start hoga. Then we will be applying SS rule, Kirchhoff, KVL, nodal ek saath. Tab maza aayega. Okay? Chali. Thank you guys. We'll see you again in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Sir.